Okay.
Okay, only one. Yes, this one, Regina. Where are they, Kenny? I know it today is Saturday.
Well, that is the
And most of you
that is why
wake up late.
that is why I'm lucky today because I am awake.
Oh my goodness, but it's okay. We want to serve for them, like to be the best, maybe the best speaker in the future, right? We serve this time, we serve this chance for them. They want to use it, yeah, that's good.
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah.
And you don't just have to be the best speaker, you have to be a good speaker, because everybody needs this skill.
Yeah, that's why.
Every job you do, you need to be a good speaker.
Mhm.
If you're a good speaker, you will get progress, you will get promotion. If you can stand up in front of a group of people and talk cohesively, you will get promotion. People will
Yeah.
think you are smart. If you stand up in front of a group of people and are
Yeah, keep
shaking
silent.
like a leaf and stuttering like a crazy, yeah, it's a first impression that will stay with people forever.
Mhm.
That's why it's really good that your age get into public speaking. We get self-confidence, and that's really what's important. And also in this day and age, polish your English. English is going to become so much more important than it already is. It's already important. You spent years learning English at school, but sadly, a lot of Indonesians don't know about use it or lose it. Yeah, they don't speak for
Yeah.
years. And then 20 years after leaving school, they have to give a presentation in English, and they are like crazy people. Yeah, they know what to say, but they can't say it. And that's why public speaking is so, so important for all ages. Yeah, for all ages.
Mhm. For all
But the
ages.
way Indonesia is moving so quickly, you may not know it, but Indonesia is moving so fast in the international community.
Mhm.
At the moment, we are like 16th, I think, in the World League of financial companies, financial countries.
Mhm.
And in the next 10 years, we will be at number six.
6.
And by 2050, before then, we will be at number 4. We're the 4th largest economy in the world. In 2050, it's projected to be China, America, India, and Indonesia. And guess what? The common working language with all of those is going to be English. So you need to speak English. Yeah, the opportunities in the future are going to be with international companies, not necessarily mother tongue English speaking countries,
Yeah.
but English speaking countries.
Mhm.
You're going to be speaking to somebody from Myanmar, from China, from Hong Kong, from Vietnam in English.
Mhm.
Yeah, not in Bahasa. Yeah, they're not going to learn Bahasa, and you're not going to be, interested in learning Vietnamese. So everybody is going to be using English. So it's really, really, I think, so important that people get really comfortable using English in public speaking, because it will produce results. It will produce results. And you're all so good already. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's such a pleasure being here, because you're already good. But you can be even better. Yeah, you should be as good as native speakers. And you probably already are, to be really honest. I mean, there are some statistics that are very old now. I really should go and update them. But I read somewhere that 12% of Americans, USA
Mhm.
people,
Mhm.
yeah, natives of the United States of America,
Mhm.
12%, yeah, it's 12 out of every 100 cannot read or write English. Can
Ah.
you believe that? Yeah, I was absolutely gobsmacked, to quote an English expression, when I read that fact about 20 years ago. And England is not much better. I think we're about 9% of the population cannot read or write English, because they went to school, but they left immediately they got in the front door. They signed the register and went straight out the back door, toilet, window. down to play zone or wherever they could meet with their friends and play. Yeah, and they left at 18, left high school with nothing. Yeah, really nothing. They could talk, but they couldn't write. They couldn't read English. They didn't know the subjects that they should be knowing at those ages. And that, to me, is such a waste of resource, a waste of time. It really is criminal. Yeah, really criminal. And that's where parents need to be much more involved, yeah, in people's education. Yeah, they need to know what their kids are up to. So don't be angry when your parents ask you, hey, Kenny, how did you do today? What did you learn? What did you do? Yeah, because they're only looking after your benefit.
Mhm,
And that really is important. Yeah, because you want friends, you need friends.
mhm.
So apart from, English language and self-confidence building, the other thing that you all need to gather and start building now immediately, network.
Yep, network.
Meet people, different countries, different places, different backgrounds. Yeah, at school, yeah, high schoolers. But make friends now with people that you have an affinity with, because maybe in 5, 10, 20, 50 years, yeah, you will have connection with them again. And it will be much
Mhm.
easier, yeah, to ask somebody you already have met once before somewhere, yeah, or you've had a ongoing relationship with, ask them for help. People are generally very helpful. Yeah, I think people like to help. So if you ask for help, I'm sure you will get it. Ask, but don't demand. Yeah, people have busy lives, but they will help if asked. And I'm sure you will give help to people that ask. Yeah, so that's how the world goes round. Okay, shall we make a start?
Okay, Kenny.
What? It's
Great.
already 9:13 and there's like 12, 13 people in the meeting. I think we can start now. I think there should be enough people. So, should we just do the hot topic thing again, or should we do something else? Because
I think
it
they
is,
have already prepared for their speech, maybe,
yeah,
Kenny,
it's
so
like
they can try to deliver right now.
yeah, it's already February, like
Yeah.
1 month. It's
Yeah,
one
we only
month,
have
3 days.
1 month before World Speech Day.
Yeah, 1 month and 3 days. Till we're speech
Yeah,
day.
a
I think
month.
people should have like a rough sketch of their speech, or yeah, just a rough sketch. I won't ask for like the perfect and the best speech, but at least you guys know what you guys are talking about. So yeah, today we're just going to uh tell just perform our speech, the one that we've prepared for World Speech Day. Now I'm going to give like 1 minute till 9:15. You guys can prepare or just put your
Just so we
speech.
have some idea on timing, can
Uh
everybody just give a raised hand if they're going to speak? Who is
yeah.
going to
That's
speak
good.
today? So we know how much time we've got. Nobody?
Okay, show you. Please
Is everybody not,
raise your hand, guys, if you want to deliver your speech.
come on, I mean I know that it's you guys have like 1 month till World Speech Day, but you guys at
Yeah,
least
a
have
month before
This,
WSD.
this is the place to practice. You don't have to be perfect. Just give it a go. See what it feels like. See what it sounds like. And then you can start improving on your speech as time goes by. But you need to make a first start. First step's important. So
don't
who
be
wants to
afraid.
be
Don't be
one of the
afraid.
speakers today? At the moment, there's nobody.
Don't be afraid. Like we won't kill you when you mess up. We're definitely not going to kill
You can't mess up here. This is a place to practice. Make mistakes deliberately if you want to.
mistakes are part of the process, guys. if you don't know what your mistakes are, it, it's just going to be a really bad time. It's like, come
Coach
on.
Mike, I would like to ask you that how many students they already sent their text to like yeah, how many students already send you their text?
None,
None.
Done.
none that I know of.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
have
I
one.
haven't, I don't,
Really?
email is there,
Yeah.
but I don't, I mean, I get so many emails, maybe there is some hiding, but I'll look later.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've received any. I have not noticed any, let's put it that way.
Oh, really?
And nobody sent anything in WhatsApp saying, Mike, I've sent you an email with my speech. But that will help. Yeah, that will help. Obviously, if you get started on your draft, we're not looking for perfection at the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Done is better than perfect. Put something, anything out for evaluation, for comment. Yeah. If you don't submit anything, then there is nothing to evaluate you on. But put something out. Yeah, just an outline, if you like.
Yeah.
And develop your speech that way. Yeah, but as we have said in previous meetings with the PowerPoint, yeah, how to deliver a speech, how to prepare a speech. Don't make it difficult. It is really easy. It should be a hobby. It should be something you enjoy doing. I do. And, you know, just make a start and you keep polishing it. You keep improving on it. Yeah, you can't, the first draft of a speech is not good. And that's why improvisation is not a good idea. Because it's your first draft of a speech, no polish. It's talk, and it's no more than that. It's not even intelligent talk, because you're making it up as you stand on your feet, wondering what's happening in your life. So you're not concentrating even on the speech. You're looking at other things in your life. So important, yeah, that you, you know, get into it and make a start. Yeah, don't finish in one day. Yeah, making a speech is probably about 5 to 7 minutes. Is probably about 2 hours of work, and I say work with a big W. It is work. Yeah, you got to be persistent. You can't just you know, do this while you are watching Netflix. Yeah, you got to switch everything off and just concentrate on your speech and let your mind work with the speech, and then file it and sleep on it. And next day you can add more things and you will have new perspective on life. I'm sure all of us, even at your tender ages, have noticed that sometimes when you have the biggest problem in the world before you go to sleep, the next morning it's gone. You found the solution during the night when you were asleep. The brain is very good. The brain never stops working, really never stops working. We close our eyes and our mind goes blank, but the brain is still working. We're still breathing. We're still beating our hearts. We're still living. And the brain is still thinking. So while you are asleep, the brain is thinking of your speech, believe it or not. So when you wake up in the morning, it will tell you, hey, you forgot to add this. And something will come to you. And that, you know, is how you build a speech, little by little. Yeah, don't expect it to all happen in 5 minutes. It will not. I mean, it can do, but it's an impromptu speech. It's not good. I mean, prepared speeches need to be prepared and well thought out. What is the message? Every speech you give needs to have a message for the audience. What is yours?
Yeah.
Don't just talk for yourself. Yeah, you already know. But look at the audience. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to your colleagues at senior high, junior high, lower school, an international adult audience? Yeah, they're all different audiences. So you've got to decide, yeah, who is it you're preparing the speech for? And that makes a difference to how you design it and what you say in it. So who wants to put their hand up now and raise their finger? Michael, you came in after we had our last vote, but we're asking people now to practice their speech with a raised hands like Kenny is demonstrating. So who wants to be a raised hand speaker today? We need to know for timing. We only have 40 minutes supposedly left. We've wasted 20 minutes already deciding what to do. Now we need to start doing. So who else is going to join Kenny?
I'll do it first.
Okay,
So, come on, guys.
Kenny will make a start. Okay. Kenny, what are you actually going to do? Are you doing a 3 to 5 or an up to 5-minute speech?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be 5, but I don't know if it's going to be over or not.
No, that's
Because
okay.
it is quite long.
Just what is your target? You need to know what timing
I'm talking.
signals to receive. Yeah, so if we do idea of where you are, if it goes on beyond 5, that's fine as well. Yeah, I mean, it's good to speak and get all of what you want to say out, because then you can come back and visit your speech again and prune it. If you want to make it a 5 plus 30-second speech, yeah, then cut it down. And that's why I keep saying to people, don't just ad-lib your speech. Produce a script, a written script. Every single word that you are thinking of saying, type it down on your computer.
Yeah.
And then do not memorize it. Do not read it, both of which are deadly boring.
Yeah.
But it will at least give you an idea of the number of words in your speech. Word count is very important in preparing a speech. And you need to find out how fast you speak. A rule of thumb is between probably 100 words a minute and 150 words a minute. But find out what your speech is. So every speech you give, you should know how many words it was and how much time you've taken. And keep a note of it. And the venue, yeah, where was this speech given? Because it will change. If you're delivering a speech to yourself, it will have different time than if you're delivering a speech to an audience in front of you, whether it's your real, yeah, it will have a different time. So start making tracks of how long your speech is actually taking, so you can plan to do that. Okay, so what is your title, Kenny?
I don't know if Ma'am Myrna has saw my title yet, but my title of the speech is The Best Speech in the World, but not
Okay.
really.
You can change the title as you go.
Yeah, it's just a joke, I guess.
No, that's okay, but be aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aim high. At least you'll end up with the stars if you fail to reach your target. Okay, so does somebody here have the background colors for timer?
Sarah,
Anybody have timer background?
we have the
Actually, Sarah has it. Sarah,
Yeah,
are you
here's
there?
green, yellow, red
Red.
is what we're looking for.
where the hell is- Okay. Yeah.
So is Sarah, are you going to be the timer, Sarah?
Sarah,
Sarah, where are
Sure,
you?
sure. I need to find it first.
Okay.
Good.
If you would like me to send it in the WhatsApp group, I will, but if you've already got it, go have a
If you
look.
want to send it, then it's okay. You can send it to me.
Okay, let me go into. Let me go into WhatsApp for this group. I'm resending how to write a speech, so that will be there. I suggest all of you copy these 3 files, the green, yellow, and red, so that you can be timer at short notice in the future.
That's the green Zoom.
Okay, there's a green, a yellow, and a red background. So if you file that on your computer, and then you can go into virtual background and bring it over, and it stays then in your virtual background. So it's always there in the future when you need it. Okay, so Kenny, so Sarah, have you found your colors yet? Wow, so good. Fantastic. Okay, so Kenny, Sarah will start timing you and give you green at 3, yellow at 4, and red at 5. And she will start timing as soon as you start speaking. So Sarah, if you could go back to your pre-timer background, please, so that Kenny can see the green coming up. Okay, Kenny, the floor is yours. And all of you, this is round robin evaluation. So being a public speaker is also learning to be a public listener. You need to listen to the speech. Does it make sense? What didn't they say that they should have said? What did they say that you think is wrong? So listen carefully, and then at the end, we will vote on the best prepared speaker this morning. Okay, so Kenny, floor is yours. Off you go.
Before I speak, everyone, please turn on your camera. I need all of you to turn on your camera. This is the most important part.
Okay, scary.
Okay.
Yeah, it's important that we have an audience that we can see. Really important. So don't hide. Shelvina, come and view the world. Viola, Elvira, Michael, Maria, Hilda, Erica, and Lau. Don't be in the shadows. Come on, more of you. Switch on.
Okay, there we go. Like
If you didn't brush your teeth yet in the morning, don't worry. We can't smell your breath. Just switch on your camera. We want to see your smile, and Kenny needs your smile.
Okay. As someone who told me how to speak in front of an audience, the first paragraph of your speech is the most important that you need to nail. So rehearse this paragraph and memorize it. Nah, I'm joking. Okay. There's no point on memorizing my speech. Oh, yes, it does help my performance in front of all of you. But I also learned from someone preparing something means there's no danger or challenges, but it also means no excitement. So, to my fellow audience who's listening to me right now, and also to some people that are playing their phone, scrolling to Instagram and TikTok, I'm gonna speak in front of you about, well, to be completely honest, I do not have a topic to talk about. I'm being 100% serious right now. Even at the point where I'm literally writing down the speech, I don't know what to talk about. I can talk about my life, my hobbies, my morning routine, or my night routine. But frankly, I found my life to be incredibly boring and uninteresting. So yes, I'm not gonna talk about my life because if it's not interesting to me, it's not going to be interesting to you. So what can I do now? How can I deliver the best speech that I can capture every audience's attention? How do I guarantee it? Well, it's pretty simple. Not really. Now, if everyone is still listening, and I do hope you are still listening, I want you to think about what I'm doing right now. No, I'm not just speaking in front of you. I want you to think right at this moment, what am I doing in my speech that stands out to you? I'm going to count to three. And by three, I'll give you the answer. 1, 2, 2.5 for everyone that's still thinking. 2/3 of a quarter for everyone that's panicking and scrambling. 2, 7, and an 8 for everyone that's just woke up. And 3, finally the countdown is finished. If anyone can comply, please give me an applause for finishing my countdown. Woo! Come on, just give me a reaction or clapping hand, or just do it in front of your camera. I've used 3 seconds of my speech for that countdown. Now, for everyone that's still confused or didn't catch what I was doing all this time, and we're thinking, what the hell is this fat dude doing? Why is he counting down and making people clap for him? That's exactly what I'm doing. As I said, I have no topic to talk about, and I don't want to talk about my very uninteresting life to all of you. Otherwise, almost half of you would just not pay attention. So if I have no topics and my life is incredibly boring, I'll just interact with all of you. I don't need to talk about something uninteresting or lie to make my life interesting. It's easier for me to just talk and interact. Don't lie or put your phone down right now. Because I know you guys, I know that some of you are just bored right now. I know. Because I'm there. I was the one that was bored. I was the one that sleep during meeting. But I don't care about that. I only care when you guys do it when I already called you out. It's like a teacher telling a student to not eat in class, and then the student just eat in front of her. Ma'am Erna, would you be mad if that happened to you? Of course you would be mad. So the thing that I'm using in my speech is interaction. Interaction is the best way for me to get people's attention. Why? Because it forces you, the audience, to do something, to pay attention to me, because it's almost human instinct to interact. We are social creatures. We will never survive on our own, and we will be bored if we're alone. So with interaction, I'm subconsciously making all of you to pay attention, but I don't know how to. We're all unique. We have different perspectives, but I do hope that my hunch is right. And so I'm just going to stop speaking right now. It's been like 4 to 5 minutes, probably longer, because that's what happens when you don't have a topic to talk about. As the saying goes, a topic can let you focus on one thing, but no topic can make you fall into a rabbit hole until you fall and fall and fall until you stop falling and somehow go back to the moment before you fall. Well, that's all I have to say. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so who would like to give Kenny some great feedback?
Go ahead, guys. I won't take
Everybody
it
have a
personally.
chance to give feedback, please.
I won't take it personally. Come on.
He
I
will
won't
cry,
hate
but
you.
don't worry about that. He's a big
I
boy.
won't hate you. That's a different thing.
5 minutes and
Six.
well, what's 0.6, Sarah? 6 seconds? 5:06? Okay.
Come on. Even though we're like going to school in what 2 days, I'm not going to kill you guys. We meet.
Okay, so
Okay,
Kenny, keep quiet for a moment. Let's give Kenny some feedback, please. Deviani, you're smiling. It must be because you want to give some feedback.
Kenny can add humor inside his speech before. That's good, Kenny, for me. Little bit joke. That's good.
Go and have some fun, have some feedback. Okay, while you're thinking and plucking up courage, let me give Kenny some basic feedback. First one, never apologize. Never apologize. You did it all the way through your speech. If it's no good, people will know that. Don't tell them. Don't reinforce. Go into every speech you give positively. Remember, first impressions, you can't change. So don't start your life off with somebody you don't yet know, giving an apology when you're just delivering your speech. So go positively. You're going to deliver a speech, you know what it is, but it's maybe not the final speech. So who cares? Nobody. So be positive when you're delivering your speech. And the other thing is, in virtual situation, individually, we control our background. And your background is too light. You have too much light coming from the window. Yeah, so it makes it a bit of a shadow around you, a glare around you. You want, when you go into a meeting, it's still bright, still too bright. You need to put a sheet over the window if the curtains are not there. If you have curtains, close the curtains. Okay, red curtains. Okay. So you can be the timer in future. Yeah, you have just green, yellow, and red curtains. No, but seriously, make it that you have good color, good light on your face. Make it easy to see you. People don't really want to struggle trying to find out who you are, where you are in the picture. Yeah, so make it clear. I mean, Deviani, Daniel both have pretty good pictures. Yeah, they're distinct. Sarah, when she stops being a fish, is also pretty good. So get a picture that works for you in your environment, because then you know when you go for a meeting and it's a virtual meeting, you know what the setup is. Okay, so that's really important. The speech itself seemed to go around in circles a little bit. Yeah, you told us you didn't know what you were going to talk about. And that's the problem with the impromptu speeches, because you don't really know where the goal is. You do go around and around and around. So if Alice in Wonderland was there, she would tell you, hey, you need to have a goal. If you don't know where you're going, you will never get there. How will you know when you arrive? Yeah, so it's important that you have a target, that you have a goal. And that's really important. But I do applaud your courage, one, in being the first speaker today, and two, for being a speaker today, even though you were not prepared. Yeah, I think it's important that we're always ready to deliver a speech in life, particularly in a speaking club. When you go, you should be ready to deliver something. Otherwise, why go? Yeah, so do a bit of preparation before the meeting. So who else would like to give some comments? Sarah, what did you think of Kenny's speech?
Well, me personally, I think it's really nice. Kenny can just what he said in his topic, he can get her all attention, which is something that I really like because personally, who would like to watch a speech? Who would like to listen your speech if you don't get their attention, right? So it is really nice, and he's also very energetic, which is something that also really nice. And long story short, it's nice. Just
Good.
improve a little.
Thank you so much. And this is why it's good to watch other people critically. Yeah, look at their speech, listen to their speech, because we learn. That's how we learn. We mimic. Have you ever noticed that animals mimic each other and they know what to do? You know, whether it's a monkey in the field or a ticus, yeah, they know which way to go because they're following the leader. So always look and get good examples of good speaking, and that will help you deliver yourself as a good speaker. So that was well done. Anybody else have a comment to make? Hilda is looking very pensive. I'm sure she's thinking of something earth-shattering to say to Kenny. Hilda, you can talk.
Is it me?
That's you. Yeah, we only have
Oh.
one Hilda online at the moment.
Um,
So what did you think of Kenny's speech?
well, since he said that he didn't actually have any topic, but he still maintained to deliver his speech well, I really appreciate his courage and also his bright energy this morning. He also did the interactive communication to the listeners so that we were not really bored during his speech. He could enlighten the atmosphere in his speech. He added some jokes, and the way he delivered his speech was so entertaining. And I think the only suggestion I could give to him is probably for his pronunciation. Sometimes his pronunciation is not clear, but sometimes his pronunciation is clear. So I hope that he can maintain his clear pronunciation from the beginning to the end of his speech. Other than that, already amazing. No comment for the rest of his speech. Well done.
Thank you, Hilda. You also have a similar problem to Kenny at the beginning. You are too bright. I know your teacher keeps telling you you're a bright girl, but I'm talking about the light. Yeah, reduce the light. It's too white and it's bleaching your face. Yeah, we don't really have a clear outline of you because it's being bleached, I think, by the color. You have too much light behind you. Yeah, so again, if you have a curtain, maybe close the curtain or something. But yeah, this is something you have to play with at your convenience. Yeah, and try and get a crisp photo on the slide. Yeah, on the video. Okay, who else? Where else are we going to go? Okay, Kenny, you are now on the spot. How would you change? Where are you going to plan to change your speech, having had the experience of delivering something just now? What are the things that you're going to improve on, concentrate on?
Probably I'm going to cut a bit of the speech. I need to, because otherwise I'm going to do something called a speed run of my speech, and that's not going to be good. Because as one of the coaches last year have told me, the important part of a speech is the silence, is the pauses. So I need to cut down a bit so I
Yeah.
can pause more, so I don't rush. Basically, yeah. I'm gonna cut a bit.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, pauses in a speech are also very important. It's a very good technique to underline something, to highlight what you've just said. When you say it, then just pause for a little bit, not too long, but that will make people think, oh, there's something changed. What's changed? Okay, he said this is important, so I need to listen. Okay. Who else is planning to speak this morning? Sarah, are you ready to do an impromptu and I'll be the timer?
Sarah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go.
But
So Sarah, what are you going to speak about and how long for?
I actually don't know. You know, Sir Mike, I have a problem with my speech text, so it's actually lost, and I'm trying my best to find it, and turns out it's forever gone, and I need to retype everything again. So basically, I'm still stuck in the middle. I'm trying to do
Have
my
you got OneDrive?
I got
Because sometimes OneDrive, yeah, hides things. I have a real problem with OneDrive. I'm so used to filing things in a file on my computer,
mhm.
and OneDrive takes over. So OneDrive is filing things away, and I don't know where it's filing it, and it won't give it a logical title at the beginning. You know, it's like file 53. It doesn't mean anything to me. So yeah, you need to go look. If you have OneDrive, go look through the OneDrive. The other place to look, was this a Word file?
Yeah, it is a world.
Okay, if you go into Microsoft, whatever, Office,
Yeah.
and then click on Word,
Uh-huh.
it will give you previous um, you know, files that it has opened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you go in, yeah, so you know where Office is,
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft Office,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then if you go in, and I'm just trying to get rid of. Yeah, so if you go into Microsoft Office, then on the left-hand side, yeah, you've got all the little icons: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, I don't know what, Outlook rather, O, OneDrive, etc., Teams, OneNote, etc., etc. If you click on Word, it will give you all of the Word documents that it has saved, and as I say, a lot of them are document numbers. Yeah, document 62. I have no idea what it actually is, and 42 I have. And then at the bottom right-hand corner is more in OneDrive. So click on those areas. You may find it. And the other way is to just go in and do a file search of the whole computer. If you can think of some unique words, easy to find words, yeah, just go do a search, because sometimes it gets filed in a obscure location by mistake and you would never find it. But if you can put some words in there, either, you know, what you've typed in as a title, for instance, that's pretty unique, or something you were talking about that has a combination of 3 or 4 unique words, and search on that, maybe that will find it for you. So anyway, have fun looking, and otherwise don't worry. Yeah, don't spend a lot of time looking for something that's gone. Just redo it. It's quicker sometimes because it's in your mind already. You've done a lot of the research, so to speak, and then it's easy for you to type it up as a new draft of a speech. It won't be as long. It won't take you as long as previously. Yeah, but rather than getting frustrated not being able to find something, I mean, maybe, you know, you will find it later, but yeah, don't worry, just get on with something now. So we have a few minutes left. So are you going to give a 5-minute speech, and have you got a sort of title for it?
I don't think that I'll be delivering a 5-minute speech. It's probably going to be less than 5. That's for sure. And also, I'll be
Be-
delivering the speech that I'll be delivering on World Speech Day.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll give you time at green at 3, yellow at 4, red at 5. So just to give you an indication of where you are,
Okay.
unless you want me to start at 2, 2, 3, and 4. Doesn't really matter,
It doesn't really
but it's
matter.
just to give you an idea of where you are when you're delivering it.
Okay.
And when you're actually speaking, you'll be surprised at how much longer you can deliver the speech for than you anticipated. Yeah, so let's stay with 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
Yeah, if you finish before 3, don't worry, that's fine. This is practice. All right, off you go.
Okay, I will start my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, the world looks peaceful, right? Right. But deep down, we all know that it is facing many challenges until this very day. And some of these problems pretty much have been here since only God knows when. The worst part is that these problems are just never going to end if we don't do anything about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today in this sad slash lovely day, I'll be talking about racism. Ladies and gentlemen, racism can be defined as the belief that individual races of people have distinctive cultural features that are determined by some factors. The idea that one race has natural superiority than the others create abusive behavior towards people. Well, basically, long story short, racism means you hate people based on their race, based on their religion, based on their skin color, something like that. Well, actually, I ever experienced racism before. You might not think it's racism, but I believe it's racism. So back in 2019, I was in New Zealand with my family. We were enjoying our vacation. We really enjoyed it actually. It was really nice. New Zealand was a nice place. I really like it. So we were on vacation and my sister and I were playing Lodge. Does anybody know Lodge? It's that little card thing that go woo down the hill. Well, if you don't know, you can just Google it. Anywho, and when I was drifting my cart like a pro, two random kids just shouted, "Ni hao, girl!" And I was like, "What?" For everybody who don't know, "Ni hao" means hello in Chinese. I was shocked actually. I was like, "Bro, I know I look like one of your rich Asian auntie, but I'm not. I'm Indonesian. Can you not tell?" And since that day until my very last day in New Zealand, I felt a little anxious whenever people look at me because, New Zealand, everybody is white and stuff. And I'm kind of the only Asian there. So it felt kind of weird, especially when they're looking at you. I was like, I'm not comfortable with this. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, based on my story, it might be funny for them. It might be funny to make fun of someone's race, skin color, hair color, religion, race. But it is not funny for the victim. It hurts me to know that people just make a conclusion without knowing of many facts about me. Yes, my race is Chinese. I kind of look like I'm Chinese because my great 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 grandmother was actually Chinese, but I was raised in Indonesia. I'm Indonesian. Okay, I'm not Chinese. Well, my race is Chinese, but I'm not Chinese. I'm actually Indonesian. And ladies and gentlemen, and gentlemen, as you can tell, racism can hurt people, especially the victim. It can ruin their mental health. They might have depression, they might have anxiety, they might use drugs, and even worse, they might commit suicide. If these things keep happening, then what's the point of going to school and getting a degree? What's the point of that? You're just making fun of people. Did your teacher tell you to make fun of people's race? No. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all for my speech for now because I'm trying my best to finish. Okay, Sir Mike, that is my speech.
Thank you
I really
so
want
much.
to continue it, but somehow nothing popped out of my mind.
No problem. Thank you so much. It was 4 minutes and 43 seconds. I didn't show the colors because my choose virtual background is not working. I don't know why. There is nothing. I need to close down and open up again. But anyway, yeah, that was a good speech. Yeah, I mean, it was lucid. It had some interesting things in it, and it had a good ending. It had a good message. Yeah, that even though your grandmother was, 49 generations ago, came from China, yeah, you still look like her. Yes, you do. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. So racism is something that is really pernicious. It's very dangerous. As you say, it is very destroying, and it is completely meaningless. I also, believe it or not, have experience of racism. Can you believe that? You think white doesn't have racism? Yes, I do. Yes, I did. I was born German. And you know what happened in Germany in 1940, 39, 45? Go read the history books. Hitler. Yeah, so I was in a British Army school in Germany. As a kid, I went to army school in Germany. My father British, mother German. And when the kids found out that I could speak German fluently, that my mother was German, I used to get taunted with Nazi, Nazi. And that as an 11-year-old in a boarding school, yeah, it was a pretty traumatic experience. So I know what it feels like. Yeah, I'm in a way fortunate that I've had that experience from the other side. But yeah, it is very dangerous. Yeah, and it's all part of the bullying syndrome, etc., etc. We need to prevent it. Yeah, we need to do it. So one of the ways you do that is raising awareness, which is what you did greatly there. Yeah, that speech really, in a subtle way, yeah, raised the awareness of racism, and that's what you titled your speech. So that was really good. It was a very positive start, and your English is very clear. You're a good speaker in English. I think there was an opening body and a conclusion there. You could have made them more distinct, where the body goes in, sorry, where the body goes into the conclusion. Yeah, I think you need to say in conclusion, maybe, and then give the rehash of what you said in the body, because a summary is really a summary of the body. And pick out the important thing you mentioned in the body. Yeah, and that's really the listening to your speech. It gives us a shortened version of your speech. It makes us think about your speech in a different way than we did think about it previously, maybe. But no, it's really good. I thought that was thought-provoking, and that was worth listening to. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to explore your butterflies and deliver the speech. You did well. Okay, do we have anybody else? Why is everybody so shy today?
What about Deviani? Deviani, are you ready with your speech? Or maybe Danielle, because I know it, that you are prepared for your speech, Danielle. Do you want to show it? Yes.
Right? I
Mm.
guess.
Okay.
Oh,
Daniel or
Daniel, are you gonna speak?
Deviani?
How long are you going to speak? Deviani,
yes.
you come forward.
Um,
Deviani, you've got your microphone open, so I assume you're the volunteer.
I guess I
Do you
try.
know what your title is?
What
Sorry?
what is commission art? Commissioning art. Okay.
What is commission? No, I didn't hear the title. What is what?
Uh,
Can you repeat your title? I didn't hear what is
What is commissioning art?
commissioning art. Okay. Needs explanation. Okay. And how long do you plan to speak for?
Probably 2 minutes, I guess. If
Okay, so
longer, probably 3.
okay, I'll give you Sarah. Can you do 2 minutes at green, 3 yellow, 4 at red for Deviani's timing, please? Thank you. Okay, Deviani, kick off and Sarah will start timing you.
Okay, so what is commissioning art? Well, it is what is it? Selling your art as to the client. I mean, creating an artwork based on the client request, like a drawing of anything. It can be animes or the closest person in cartoons, or even the night sky or the atmosphere, anything you like. There's a do and don'ts in this commissioning art if you would like to know. First, you have to calculating the fees based on the size, medium, small, and all that. If you use anything that is really high priced, if the client wants more complicated background on it or multiple people's in it. The second one is what to do when things go south, or should I say encounter a scammer. Um, Always prepare a contract or if it's a physical artwork, you can place something like a tracker to tell you how far is it from the client's home, in case something did happen. And also, you have to know the red facts, like if the client is bad or something like if they make you anxious, if they are short with you, if they didn't want to pay in advance. Also, it's helpful for you to have a network of experienced artists with you, so you know if there are any troublesome clients that you encounter is like that. Um, if if you want to partner with a big company, always make sure you have your working shoes on. Because if you have the walking shoes on, the better negotiation. But if it's your first time with it, take what they offer you and maybe later time negotiate with them. For the payment with the bigger company, you can 20 you can ask them for 20% after the first sketches, 20% after the lowest image for them, and another 20% for after the highest image. And also keep keep your patient for patient. So I don't know how to say patient. Okay, so keep your patient. The clients like to know that you're devoted to what you're doing. like they feel happy that you do this with your passion feeling like that. Um, I think that's all. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you, Devyani. Sarah, what was the actual time?
3 minutes and 37 seconds.
3:37. Okay, thank you much. So that gives you an idea on how much more you need to add to your speech, yeah, to come up to 5 minutes. Okay, anybody like to give Devyani some feedback? You're so quiet today. Must be Saturday morning.
Okay, okay. I'll speak up my mind. I'll try
Okay,
not.
thank you,
I'll
Kenny.
try to filter. I'll try to filter my mean part of myself, because yeah, I don't want anyone to hate me, basically. Okay. From what I hear from Devyani is a very good speaker. I'm pretty sure that uh, are you in grade 10, Devyani, or grade 11? What grade are you?
I'm grade 10.
Okay, grade 10. So for grade 10, your skill is very good. Uh, I can't lie, it's very good. My probably my critique is be more prepared later on, because there's a lot of are, and if this was hot topic, uh you would get like second place, third place. I don't know who's first place. Maybe Sarah is first place because she's also quite. Sarah's speech, I wanted to give feedback, but I guess let's just skip. Like basically, my feedback for Sarah is just be more prepared, and it's the same for you, Devyani. So if you can be more prepared. Unlike me, I am not prepared because. Uh, but eventually, in the whole speech day, I will prepare myself, and you should too. And if you prepare yourself, the speech would be fantastic. I can guarantee that. That's all.
Thank you, Kenny. Anybody else? Okay, let me give a few comments. Really about your picture, not so much about the speech. You look a bit like Humpty Dumpty. Everything is down on the floor. Put your face in the middle of the screen. You're using camera, so angle it differently. Yeah, so that your chin is not on the floor. And also try and get it that your face is a little bit bigger. Face could be bigger than it is at the moment. Yeah, so maybe move it towards you, but angle it so that the space around your face is equal. Yeah, you don't want too much space above your head. So that was, look. The other thing during your speech, eye contact is really important, and you need to look at the lens on the camera. Yeah, you need to get eye contact with the camera. So people see that, they get attracted to you, and that's very important. But the thing that you were doing a lot of, and this is body language, which is a whole study of its own. If you want to study body language, many books, many gurus, and a lot of stuff on YouTube and on Google. So the thing that was very noticeable about your particular body language, you kept looking up at the ceiling. And that is a body language that is screaming, I don't know what I'm saying. I have to look up to the heavens for inspiration. So when people don't know what they're going to say, they look up to give them more time, yeah, to think. So again, be careful with body language. It does show. Yeah, people do notice your body language. And we don't teach body language normally in schools or anywhere, but it is natural. Yeah, I mean, this is the animal way of communicating. They don't have language, they use body language. If you have a dog, anybody here have a dog? No? Dogs have body language. Yeah, the hairs on the back of their necks go up, get out of the way. This is angry dog. If you get your hand in the way, it will bite it off. If you see the lips go up, yeah, showing the teeth. Angry dog, get out of the way. Yeah. So that there are facial expressions on a dog that other dogs know. They really do know. They don't go to school to find out, they just know it. And they know that when a dog's looking angry, get out of the way. You know, unless you're bigger than that dog, get out of the way, because you will get bitten. I know I had 10 Siberian Husky dogs living inside my house when I was in the UK. So I became a Husky. I could read Husky language. I knew exactly what was about to happen before it happened. And I nearly, well, I mean, I did get bitten because I was trying to stop two dogs from about to have a fight to the death. Yeah, and one of them was snapping her teeth towards me. I grabbed her collar and missed. And she grabbed my thumb and tore it into pieces. But anyway, long story for another time. But body language is really important in human beings as well. Yeah, so do read up about body language. And be aware that you are exuding this body language. It is showing, it shows. So people are listening and watching your body language, even though they don't know what they're doing. Instinctively, they know what they're doing. I mean, when you look at somebody, you know that they're angry, don't you? They don't have to say anything, just look at their face. They're angry. You know somebody who is scared, look at their face, look at their actions. Yeah. So we know these things instinctively, and that's important. So be aware of this. Yeah, when you're delivering a speech, be in control, yeah, of yourself completely. Okay, let's call it a day. I have two messages for today. One is anybody that would like to improve their Japanese, come along at 1 o'clock. We're going to have a joint meeting with Agora Japan, 1 until 3 WIB. It will be in English. Juan Ramos is just arriving. But anyway, yeah, so it will be an English meeting, but yeah, come along. It's again, another place to network. Japan is having a lot of climatic problems. I mean, they had another earthquake, I think, a couple of days ago. They've had tremendous snow problems, etc. So again, interesting to meet with some people in Japan, find out how it is. These are mostly people in Tokyo. They're probably immune to what's happening in the rest of the country. But again, you know, show empathy. So if you have time, sometime, doesn't have to be the whole 2 hours, but come and join, yeah, Agora Japan and Agora Indonesia. It's all of the clubs are participating. And the link I put into your WhatsApp group. So the link is already there, just click. The other one is if you're joining World Speech Day, as Ma'am Anna reminded us, send your speeches to the speech doctor early. Don't wait until they're terminal. Send me the speech in the beginning and then I can help you develop it. Yeah, so don't keep it until it's perfect. Yeah, done is better than perfect. Send something and then we can work on that and improve it. Yeah, so don't be there on your own. Yeah, struggling. Yeah, get involved with somebody else. Doesn't have to be me, but share the experience of designing a speech with somebody else. It's fun. Yeah, and make it fun. It's a hobby. Treat it as a hobby. Yeah, so World Speech Day is Tuesday, March 15. So date for your diary. I think you've got 22 people listed recently. I don't know if there are going to be more by the day. I think when is the final? Today, isn't it? 12th? But anyway, so yeah, if you want to deliver a speech, get in there quick. And if you want help with your speech, yeah, send it to me as soon as you can, because I don't want 22 all coming in the day before the conference, before the World Speech Day event. So Maria, what a lovely background. Oh, let's go and watch Maria for 10 minutes and soothe ourselves. So that's so good. Okay, so everybody finished. Sorry, Juan, we are just about to close down. This is a 9 to 10 o'clock meeting. So please forgive me for disappearing to Achievers Agora Speakers Club, which is Jakarta based, but also virtual. So anybody wants to come, let me know. They've already started, and we'll go on until 12. All right, have fun. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
There is also another club that we're starting. It's about the second meeting is going to be after Japan today, is a senior youth Agora club. So, you know, it's probably, I don't know what age we're going to end up with, maybe 16, 17-year-olds, yeah, rather than 8-year-olds. So it's more senior people participate. But anyway, that's on Saturdays, normally at 1:30. But today is going to be 3 o'clock, 3 to 5, because of the Japanese meeting. Anyway, have fun. Thank you all for coming. Have a blessed day. It's going to be a great day. I think the rain's going to stop at some time today. So enjoy the weekend. And Maria, enjoy the background. It is so cool. Okay, have fun. Be good.
Bye-bye, coach. Thank